Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome back to Movies with the Star Kids and Children Month. Next, we have an 80s film now, no more 1995. A classic. I know some people either love this movie or they hate this movie or they just didn't grow up with this movie. I didn't, but as an adult, I would have loved this movie as a kid. And Steven Spielberg presents a Richard Donner film. No, it's not Superman. The Goonies. Yes, one of the most quintessential freaking kids movies of the 80s. This movie has a massive cast. You have a bunch of young kids here. You have Corey Feldman. You have Sean Astin. This is years before Lord of the Rings. You have Josh Brolin as the older brother. This is going to be the year of Brolin, people. Hashtag year of Brolin 2018. He's Thanos in Infinity War, and he's also going to be a badass in Deadpool 2 as Cable. So hell yeah, Josh Brolin all the way. You got whatchamacallit, John Matusak. He plays Sloth, who loves chocolate. You have a bunch of people. The only person that I can say can go fuck themselves is this bitch right here. Kathleen Kennedy produced this movie. Fuck you, go to hell, you ruined Star Wars. So let me just say that out of the way. Anything that she has done, she can go fuck herself. Because Spielberg and Frank Marshall got no problems with them whatsoever because they didn't damage Star Wars. But her, to hell with her, where she belongs. You also have other people. You got these two girls in the movie. You got the Asian kid that was in. I think he did this after Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Yeah, this was in '85, and Temple of Doom was in '84. So he's really cool. He I think his name is Data or something like that. Yeah, he's the one that he's the inventor. He has a lot of gadgets and gets them through the caves and everything that they go through. Basically, it's a kid adventure treasure hunting movie. Let me read the back. From the imagination of Steven Spielberg, The Goonies plunges a band of small heroes into a swashbuckling surprise around every corner quest beyond their wildest dreams. Following a mysterious treasure map into a spectacular underground realm of twisty passages, yeah, and a pirate ship, outrageous booby traps, he says booty traps, and a long lost pirate ship full of golden doubloons. The kids race to stay one step ahead of a family of bumbling bad guys. Yeah, the Fratellis. They're great villains. You got freaking what's his name? Joe Pantoliano and what's his name? What was his name from Maniac Cop 2? Robert Davi, who sings in the movie, and then you have the old lady from Throw Mama from the Train. She's hilarious. And a mild-mannered monster with a face only a mother could love. A family adventure classic from start to the buccaneering finish. The Goonies is a cinematic treasure. It is. I can see why people love it. Trove of breathtaking action, dazzling effects, and shiver me timbers thrills. And I will say this, I like this better than the pirate sequels. Come at me with your pitchforks and your freaking nostalgia. This movie is shorter. It's got no CGI. There are no Brits in this movie. Fuck you. You people, you ruin every franchise you're in. And it's done by a director that knows what he's doing. Richard freaking Donner. If you've seen the original Superman, it's a classic. I don't care what cut of the movie you see. There's like 13 cuts of it. Superman 2, his Donner cut, I like. I also like the freaking Lester cut as well because it makes me smile. Lethal Weapon, one of the best action comedies of all time. I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's really good. The guy knows what he's doing, and he's a very kind man. I heard the commentary with him in the cast that we're able to do this podcast, this movie, years after it came out, and it's wonderful. It's one of the best video commentaries I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, the cast has great chemistry. These kids can act. Goonies never say die, and neither do I. I never say die. The Truffle Shuffle, Sloth Loves Chocolate. There's a lot of memorable things in this movie. Memorable. Oh, we're gonna find the rich stuff. I know Emer, rest his soul, he didn't love the movie because he said if I had watched this as a kid, I would have loved it. But as an adult, I see the flaws. It's flawed. 114 minutes is a little bit steep for a kids movie. I think some of it could have been cut. There's scenes that are slow in the beginning. Like there's a scene where Corey Feldman is telling this Mexican lady in Spanish where they keep the drugs. I don't think that was funny. That was an unnecessary scene. The scene with the parents in the beginning, that wasn't necessary. There's a lot of scenes in the middle that just are there. There's a scene where the Fratellis are trying to get information out of the fat kid, and he's just crying. That's funny, but it's still a scene that could have been cut. But everything else, the kids when they're in the caves and they're exploring, it's interesting. It's like Indiana Jones for children, and the acting is really well done. Donner knows how to direct kids, which is a freaking shocker because there weren't a lot of kids in Superman, Superman 2. There were a few side characters, but no main characters as kids. And like I said, it's well produced, except who can go to hell because I'm tired of her. Every time I see that name, I just want to punch right in the freaking face. But other than that, I digress. The film was written by Chris Columbus, who, yes, you know him. He did the first two Harry Potter movies. Home Alone, love that movie. Home Alone 2, I love that movie as well. And the music by David Grusin is it's energetic, it's lively, it feels like a John Williams score. And Spielberg's touch, he wrote the story. The guy's a genius. Let's face it, he's done tons of movies that I love. I love Jaws. I enjoy Hook. I know a lot of people in the Sausage Factory didn't like it, but I enjoy it for what it is. I love Jurassic Park. The Lost World, I think, is better than Jurassic World. Sue me. I think it's way better. It's got problems, but it's not as boring. Yeah, Spielberg is a freaking genius. He's produced some of my favorite movies: The Land Before Time, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Casper. Yeah, the guy knows what he's doing. And Donner was a great director. He still is. This is a fun, lighthearted film. It never gets too dark where a kid dies or something like that. And it's memorable for all the right reasons. When people talk highly of this movie, I saw it a few years ago. I got this at Target for $5. I popped it in. I'm like, I want to see this finally. It's funny. It's lighthearted. The cast is really well done, and it doesn't drag for another hour like the Pirate sequels. Like that's one of the things I hated about the Pirate sequels. The second movie is good, but it's too long. Third movie, the less I say about how long that movie was, the better. I really enjoy On Stranger Tides, but there's a lot of things that could have been cut out. And the new one I didn't even bother seeing because, like I said, I'm biased. I'll watch a group of American actor kids, give it their all with an American director over a bunch of freaking British leads that I don't give a shit about. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. But anyway, back to the Goonies. This is a good movie. If you have not seen this, get off your ass and watch it. Do I want a sequel? I don't know because Donner's really old now, and one day he's gonna pass away, and I don't think another director can do it as good as this. Because if you get J.J. Abrams, it's gonna be Super 8. I like that movie, but to hell with him too. I want a kids movie that I can get invested with without tons of CGI and bullshit freaking subplots that go nowhere and a 2.5 hour running time. Sorry, this movie's under 2 hours, so it's a little long, but it knows what it is and it goes by quick. It doesn't feel like an eternity. hmm And the soundtrack is good, the score is good, the film is shot well. I can see what's going on. It's not freaking shot in the rain like in on Strain and at World's End where I don't know what the hell is going on. Here, I can see the pirate ship scene. It's a real set. There's no CGI. It's freaking real classic stunt work and practical effects, and those are gonna live forever. I don't care what decade it is. It could be 2020, 2030, 2000 freaking 40, 2049. If you have something that's right in front of you and it looks good on camera, film it. It's gonna look better than a CGI Grab Moff Tarkin or CGI bullshit from Valerian or CGI freaking animals where sometimes it just looks fake to me. Jungle Book. I'm not gonna mention the Planet of the Apes, I promise. But the Jungle Book. What did that do better than the original? Oh, it's CGI. It looks so real. Get real animals. They did that in 1994. Why can't you do that now? Here, Real people, real freaking sets. A creature that's not CGI. Sloth is a guy in makeup, really good makeup. He has a Superman shirt. Awesome. My friend Sean would get a kick out of that. It's the original S that Christopher Reeve wore it from 1979 to freaking 1987. I love that S. It was like, yes, I love that's a reference I love. It's not the pregnant S from Man of Steel. Awesome. And Warner Brothers did a great job with this movie. On DVD, it looks great. It's got great features. It's a really, really well done movie. And I would have said I love this movie if I'd seen this as a kid. This would have easily been one of my favorite Donner films after Superman 2. And it's well done. I know this seems like a rant. It's not a rant. I really enjoy this film. It's a little long. There are some flaws. There's some characters that don't serve a purpose. The parents are barely in the movie, so they don't. They show up at the very end when the kids find the treasure, and they're like, "Yeah, we found some treasure," and yeah, and it ends. See, it ends. It doesn't have a cliffhanger ending. It doesn't have a sequel bait hook. It ends. If we never get a sequel to this, we got a video game, but it didn't have anything to do with the movie. But it ended. And it's a standalone movie. Be self-contained. Don't try to set up a universe where you're going to fail like the freaking Mummy reboot did. This movie did it better. It's shorter. Well, actually, no, it's longer. But you get my drift. It's better made. And that's what I miss about films from 1985 to like 1995 and onward. They actually tried. Even if the movie bombed, they tried. They used real locations, real kids. What's next? You're going to have CGI children? I don't need that. I want to see real people, flesh and blood. Real. You can't get more real than what's in your face. Right there. And I know what people are going to say, oh, you crap about the Pirates movies and this and that and Harry Potter, whatever, and you love Infinity War. That's in space. That can take liberties with freaking doing things with CG and with practical, but at least the actors are real. Okay? I want to see a real performance. Not some freaking cartoon looking bullshit from like Terminator Genesis with Arnold, CGI Arnold, or CGI freaking Peter Cushing that doesn't even look like him. Use flesh and blood. It's all you got, Hollywood. That's what wins Oscars, not the CGI, the people that made it. The hands that made it. And hands, great hands, except for KK, made this freaking movie. End of story. Okay, thanks guys for watching. I know I go on tangents, but I have passion, man. I'm not some freaking dry cracker that goes, yeah, I want to review this movie and I want to do this. No, I'm not a boring person, guys. If you've seen my YouTube videos since 2013, I have fire inside of me, like Goku when he goes Super Saiyan. His hair turns blonde, but he goes freaking just, he just goes really freaking crazy. That's how I am. I'm not a person that just talks on a camera like this. No, that's not me. I am a firecracker. And, I like to talk about movies that I enjoy. Even if they're films that are not for everyone. I know Black Panther's going to be in my top 5. A lot of people are going to disagree with me. That's okay. You don't have a DC movie to throw in my face because Aquaman ain't going to do much. And this is going to look better because this is real water. It's not some green screen behind them with a freaking wave of fake water. No, I want to see real. Can you do that? But I guess they don't because studios are freaking stupid. I blame them for all of the troubles of Hollywood mostly. Bad casting, bad freaking direction, getting rid of directors, freaking these greedy ass executives that rush a movie and then they flop. Hintity hint hint. But anyway, it's fine. I'm going to buy Justice League next week anyway. So my sister's getting it. But thank guys for watching. Take care. Don't worry. I'm not off my meds. I promise. This is who I am. Lively. I can't do a video like this. No, because I'm not comatose. I'm not taking drugs. I'm not drinking. I'm not freaking smoking weed. I'm fine. My YouTube channel is to express myself. I've been here for 5 years. I hope I'll be here another 5 years. Because I love doing this. And my friends will have disagreements, but at the end of the day, it's about respect. Respect your fellow people that are on YouTube. There's so many freaking people that have left YouTube because they got terminated or copyright strikes or whatever, or even they just got shut down for no reason. I'm here to stay, and I'm here to review, and I'm here to talk, and I'm here to socialize with you people on YouTube that have been good to me for 5 years. There have been trolls, but I got through it, and here I am to stay in 2018. So thanks, guys, for watching. I know it was a long speech, but hey, if the Oscars can be political, then so can I. Later, guys.